this video, I show you how to make a MrBeast thumbnail. How do you make a thumbnail like MrBeast? Make sure to stick to the end to find out. Also, only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Let's get straight into the video. MrBeast does not make clickbait thumbnails, but represents the video. The videos MrBeast does are crazy and he needs to get that in the thumbnails. So there are actually something he follows in order to make people click his videos and get more views. He makes the thumbnails interesting. What I mean by this is that he actually takes a highlight from his video and makes his thumbnail based on that. He adds some colors and lets the viewer know what the video is about. Another thing he does is having a reaction. In almost each of his thumbnails there is a person reacting, mostly himself, and that makes people click. He matches the thumbnail with the title. This is important in order to make people click. People first look at the thumbnail and then the title to see if it's worth it or not to watch the video. MrBeast does this very well. Last thing he does is optimizing the thumbnail for smaller screens. When you browse YouTube through your phone, it gets harder to see the thumbnails. That is why MrBeast almost never uses text in his thumbnails. So there are 4 things we need in order to make a thumbnail like MrBeast. Number 1. Make it interesting. Have a reaction. Match the title. Optimize for smaller screens. We're gonna jump right into Photoshop and try this out for ourselves. So we're gonna start off by making a new project. We're gonna take it 1280 by 720 and yeah, you can name it whatever you want. And after we have created the thumbnail, you're gonna wanna find a picture of Jimmy, as I did right here. And you can find any person or yourself, just a reaction. We need the reaction for the thumbnail. So I took a picture of Jimmy and I'm using the lasso tool to crop his body out, which we will use for the thumbnail. Here's a quick version of that. After you have cropped out the parts that you need, just hit Ctrl J and you will only get this. Now there may be some parts that are bad, you can just remove them manually later. So we are creating a thumbnail from the video Lamborghini or a house. So I'm just taking a Lamborghini in this picture and yeah, I thought this Lamborghini looked good. So after I got a Lamborghini in there, of course we needed a house. So I just added a house in the background, made it a little bigger and tried to have the perspective so it looked like he really was in front of the house and the Lamborghini. After you got those 2 things in place, we just add a ground and we're just gonna have it like at floor level. And after we've got the ground, we are gonna add the sky. And when you got the sky, you're just gonna place it in the background. I did a little bit mistake here. I made the skies a little too big, so I actually have to make this smaller. So you should do that as well. And for the colors, I'm going down to vibrance and just changing it up a bit so it looks more colorful and nice. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have an idea on what I should do next, just write it down in the comments and I shall pick one. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one.